Welcome to the Clopen Effect, a funny retail podcast. Thanks for hanging out with us today. I'm your host, Meredith.
And I'm your host, Cass.
Let's have some fun.
Yay.
You never want to be happy. Well, hello, everyone. We have some exciting news. Want to tell people?
What, about our new fridges?
Yeah, we both got new
fridges. So remember me and Meredith both got new dishwashers? Was that 2 years ago, I think now, right?
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah. I think it was 2 Christmases ago. It wasn't this past one. It was Christmas before.
Yeah.
So you were like, check it out, everybody. This is my new fridge. And I'm like, hey, what are you doing with that old fridge you got? And you were like, nothing. They're picking it up. And I was like, how about we have Johnny come pick it up? Because we needed a new one in the garage. Yeah. And really what we should have done was put that one in our house and brought that one out to the garage. But,
the one, it doesn't make water or ice anymore.
Well, my fridge I have in the house is like the most basic white fridge on the top.
Oh,
or,
right,
freezer on the top, fridge on the bottom. Like,
I mean, it works. It does the job. So, right.
Yeah.
We just always have water and ice. We kind of got addicted to that a little. We don't need it.
Right.
Nobody needs that. That's a luxury, but we like to do that.
Having your fridge make water and ice rather than buying ice and, filtering water or buying bottled water, whatever, so, yeah.
All right, so I'm going to tell everybody the story about Johnny when he called me. Okay, this is so cute and funny, okay?
Usually it's me talking about Johnny. I'm going to have to tell him that it was you this time.
Well, you know the story if you want to tell it.
No, you can tell it.
Okay, so Johnny calls me after we were on the phone.
Yes.
And he said, hey, when are they going to pick up or drop off that fridge? Can I come pick it up, with my brothers or whatever? I said, sure, no problem. He goes, great. You don't want anything for it? I said, no. I said, if they charge us to move it to the driveway, then, we'll split it or whatever, which is what we did.
Which I told him, I was like, make sure you take cash and give it to Meredith because she won't take it from me. No. I have to throw it on the floor and hope she finds it.
And even then we split it. And so we're on the phone and I had my headphones in and because I was cleaning out the fridge because I just wanted to get ready for the other one coming.
Yeah.
So he goes, and what's wrong with it? Does it freeze up? And I go, no, yours freezes up in the garage.
Yes.
Ours just doesn't make water or ice. I said, everything else is fine. Yeah. It's still, everything works.
Yeah.
Our food is still in there.
Because we should let everybody know this is a Samsung fridge. So.
They're getting better, but we decided not to buy another Samsung.
No, I'm glad you didn't.
Okay. So we hang up the phone. Johnny thinks we hung up the phone and I still have my headphones in and my phone is in the house. So as I'm walking to my phone, I can hear him go, he kind of did a laugh and he was like, ha, awesome. This is great. It was the greatest thing. I had to call you. And you could tell he set the phone down and that was his natural reaction. It was like, awesome. Okay. Yeah. Well, you could tell it was like retired man, something to do tomorrow, It was so great.
Well, yeah, because he's calling me freaking out oh my God, do I have to be over there right now to get this fridge? And I was like, no, her new one doesn't come until tomorrow, calm down. So he's like, oh, okay. He woke up thinking about it. What time do I have to be there to get the fridge,
And then I called him. He was like, hey, hey, Johnny. He goes, hey, what's going on? And I said, they're here. They came early. We thought it was going to be between 2 and 6.
Yeah.
And they ended up coming at 10 or 11.
10:30, I think, or something.
So
you sent Snap.
Johnny was over by noon, I think.
Yeah.
So I was on a call. Here's another funny thing about Johnny. It's funny. I got two Johnny stories. He's not even my husband.
I married a funny guy.
You did. So I'm on a call and I saw the trailer go past. I'm like, oh, Johnny's here. Okay. So I put on my camera to watch to see if they need anything. And then I was just going to hop off the call if I had to, right? But, so I have the speaker on and I'm hearing, he walks up, he goes, yeah, she's getting rid of it. She's giving it to us. I mean, look at this.
Can you believe it?
Can you believe it? The handles are on in there because they took the handles off. Remember I sent you the picture?
Yeah.
But they were able to put them back on. He
opens
it up and they're like, yeah, the 3 guys are standing like, yeah, this is great. This is great. It was so nice. It was just fun.
3 of them to load a fridge up onto a trailer.
You know what? Yeah. They got that up, no problem. They had the dolly or whatever and up, no problem. So it was.
Johnny knows
it
how
all
to
worked
move
out
stuff.
great for everybody.
Okay, I have a crazy story also.
Yeah.
So we had So Johnny and his brother are driving down the road one day and they see this big wooden roll top desk, right?
Oh, yeah.
And Johnny goes, oh my God, we have to go get that. That thing is like, that's big bucks. Like, I would love to have that desk, you know?
Yep.
He's got his office upstairs where he like does his bills and whatever, you know, because he's like a check writer, you know? So him and his brother like heave this thing onto the trailer, like probably give themselves hernias getting this thing, right? It's been sitting in my garage all summer long because Johnny's like, I can't get that thing upstairs.
Oh, it's
you
that
know?
heavy. Huh?
And I'm like, go on like Facebook or something and be like, hey, I need 2 strong dudes. I'll pay each $20-$30 to carry this desk upstairs, right? So Johnny's like, tells my sister, like, just put it on Facebook, you know? He's like, look at other ones, see what people are asking for them. And my sister goes, there's a bunch on Facebook for free, right?
Oh, yeah, right.
Because it's heavy furniture, which I feel like is making a comeback, right? Nobody wants the old stuff because it's so heavy, but it's so well made. They're sick of the IKEA furniture and stuff. Sorry, IKEA. But they're sick of the, you know, build yourself and it falls apart and this and that. So I feel like people are going back to like the good stuff, you know? So my sister says, hey, yesterday, somebody's supposed to come at 5 o'clock today and pick up this desk, you know? And Johnny's like, good, great, get it out of the freaking garage, you know? It's taking up too much room in the garage. All my shit's stacked around it from work, you know, because I get so many boxes. So this Ford Escape pulls up, and this 90-pound, 22-year-old girl gets out of the car.
Oh.
And we're like, hey, how's it going? And I'm like, you're here for the desk? And she's like, yeah. And I go, is somebody coming with like a truck or a trailer or something? And she goes, no. And I go, I don't think that's going to fit in your Ford Escape. She goes, I'm going to take it apart.
Oh.
And I was like, what do you mean?
What do you mean
you're going to take it apart? And she just starts going like this on the edge. She goes, yep, there's the screws right there. She takes out the middle drawer. She's looking underneath of it. She's taking out the side drawers, looking underneath that. She goes back to her car. She grabs this little case, this little pink and gray case, opens it up. It's got a little pink and gray drill with pink and gray bits. And this. She just starts unscrewing it. And Johnny's going, what the fuck? This girl. So she's taking screws, checking it. Nope, more screws somewhere else. She spent probably a good 20 minutes taking it all apart. I helped her load up the top roller parts.
Yeah.
But then it was like, you know, obviously there's a hole here where you can sit, and then there's 2, you know, on the side. She took off the middle thing. Those are 2 little bookends. She puts right in there, put the drawers in, loaded it up. And I go, if anybody deserved this desk for free, it was you.
Yeah, no kidding.
Like, you did the work. And Jenny goes, yeah, other people have reached out and asked if it came apart, and I told them no. We didn't know.
It was meant to be for the 22-year-old.
Right? And she goes, you know, I didn't know how today was going to go because I had class. She's in college. She goes, and I wanted to come here from Northbrook, which is a far ride.
Oh, yeah.
And she goes, and I have to work at 7. And I was like, I'm so proud of you. Like,
wow.
She reminded me of Mom. Like, Mom would be like, we can do this. Just take it apart, rip it apart. We'll put it back together. You know, like, I was like, this is amazing. I can't.
I wonder if she's a collector or something.
I don't think so, because I asked her, I was like, you know, Johnny's like, do you live with somebody who's going to help you get it into the house? And she goes, I'll figure it out when I get there, you know.
And she will.
She goes, I live alone, you know. And I said, ask a neighbor. Maybe they can help you bring that top part in, you know. Like, that's all you need help with, you know.
Wow.
So then I'm like, yeah, she's going to tell her mom, like, yeah, I went to go pick up this desk. And this man was sitting there, you know, like, huh. I could have done that with that. I didn't know it came apart. And then I was like, wait a minute. She's not going to tell her mom that she went to some stranger's house by herself to go pick up a desk, you know.
My son does that all the time.
Yeah.
He's like, oh, yeah, Facebook Marketplace and all this kind of stuff. I met this. I mean, he's usually meeting them at Starbucks or whatever,
right.
But still.
Yeah.
I mean,
but I was so proud of that girl. She loaded it up and she took off. And I was like, we were all just like,
mouths
hanging open. She just did that, you know?
Oh, that's awesome.
Johnny's like, well, hell, I didn't know. I could have taken it apart and then I could have taken it upstairs. I'm like, it was meant to be.
Yeah, it was.
She
now maybe the
it.
next one he finds, now he'll know what to do with it.
And Jenny said she saw a couple of them on Facebook, like recently, where these college students, you know, because it has all these little compartments and they have their laptops set up and it was like decorated. So, and I'm like, good for her.
Yep, must be the trend.
Yeah.
It's the trend if you can find it. I used to find a lot of furniture too, and
Yeah.
repaint it. Well, the bad word, repaint it, or like
Yeah.
restain it, or anything like that.
Yeah.
So I loved it. I just don't have the room anymore. I got too much stuff.
I know.
Yeah.
Well, that's because of our job.
I would love to have like a little shed. I was gonna say shack. Love shack, baby. Yeah, a she shed where I could do like some fun
Some
stuff. 'Cause I love that.
woodworking
I'm
stuff?
not great at it, but I like to do it. It just kind of blast your music.
That was my aunt built a whole garage, and it's her wood shop.
I would love that.
She
yeah.
used to build cabinets and all sorts of stuff. Now she works 2 jobs, so she doesn't really have time for it.
Yeah.
But I mean, she built a garage not for her vehicle, but for all of her projects. You know,
that's awesome.
Yeah.
One of these times.
Yeah.
Doing it in the garage for us because it's attached, it just brings all the. It smells like paint, and it gets dusty in the kitchen and stuff. So I just stopped doing it. But I did it for a good couple years. There was actually a woman in like 2 neighborhoods over that came to my garage sale when the kids were younger, and she goes, "Did you redo all this furniture?" I said, "Yeah, I just find it." And she goes, "Oh, you're going to come to my house and you're going to look at my stuff."
Yeah.
I've talked about this,
I think
right?
so, yeah.
And she goes, "I want you to redo all my furniture." But she was a heavy smoker inside the house.
Oh, ew.
So when I started doing her furniture, I would say the first hour of trying to take stuff off was all yellow foam.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was literally the only thing it just was like cloud and foam of yellow.
Ew.
That's all I can remember. And I was just like, it just took me so long, but she paid me well. I mean, she was a lovely Italian woman, just loved everything I did. And then I'm sure she's gone now because that was so many years ago, 20 years ago or something, but it was neat. She always would, "Okay, I got another piece for you." It'd be a chair. All right, I got another
Peel
piece for
this
you.
one and repaint it.
Yep. And then the one time Steve helped me deliver, and she was like, "Hey, handsome, while you're here, can you change that light bulb?" He was like, "Yeah, I guess. Pay my wife. My wife will send you an invoice." It's funny.
I could probably have Steve come over and do a couple things too.
He doesn't do stuff here. Stop it.
But if I
He's
ask
too
him,
busy working.
If I ask him, he can't say no.
Get him on off-peak season for work, like winter. Winter, he needs things to do. Right now, he's way too busy to do anything. I always joke around. I call it the half-ass house.
Yes.
Because it's like what's the shoemaker kids have no shoes.
Yes.
So he paints. He does all this, not construction, but you know what I mean.
Yeah.
And I got stuff that needs to be like holes in the wall. And,
I call Johnny the 75%er. He does 75%, and then he goes, "Yeah, it's good enough.
Yeah, it's good enough.
I'll finish that later."
One time Steve was painting around the door by the garage, and I'm like, "Hey, he goes, "Do I look like I'm done? Do you know that spot is still sitting there?" So that's like our joke now.
He did it just to spite
He
you.
did. Oh gosh. Okay.
Yeah.
So we were going to start spooky season, but you said it's still hot and you want to enjoy it a little bit. So we're not going to start that yet.
Okay.
But we did ask a lot of people about if we were accused of a murder, it's basically because of the things that we have in our pockets when we're working, box cutters and stuff like that. So that is coming up. I promise that's coming up. And we're going to have to warn Mom that spooky season's coming so she doesn't think anything's wrong with her truck.
Yes, Mother.
Yes, so we'll remind her of that. We always,
funny.
every year I put a meme out there or whatever out there, an announcement like Cass's mom, spooky season starting, because that one time she thought something was wrong with her truck because it was so loud. So, but that's coming up. So that's coming up. So make sure you keep listening to us. But we don't want to start it too early.
No.
I mean, I'm
going on vacation soon, so let me get that last vacation and then we'll start spooky season.
Yeah, because then it'll be closer to fall,
Yeah.
right? I mean, already the mornings are a little crisp. I think that's why it's getting me in the mood. But so I decided to surprise you and talk about some big changes according to Google and ChatGPT and all that could be coming to retail in the next 5 years.
5 years?
Yeah, I'm talking Jetsons.
That's not long enough for me to retire until these changes happen. So.
All right. So I asked for 5 years. I probably should have done 15, 20. Well, 20, you're so young. Yeah, 25
35.
Shit. Do you ever see those memes that say,
70.
One more hour of work and 35 years left? Shit. Why?
I'm working up until lunch on the day of my funeral. I just know it,
And your husband's already retired.
Yes.
Mine's talking about it, but his accountant said, no, you're going to wait a little bit. But he's close too.
Yeah.
I said, you know what? You got to make sure that these next couple years you're making a lot of money because I'm retiring when you're retiring.
Yeah,
you
wish
ain't going
I
on
could.
vacations without me.
If I changed my spending habits, I probably could have retired with John.
I get that.
But who wants to do that? Live on a budget? Ew.
Why would we do that?
Ew.
I one time wrote out a budget and one time deleted it. Julia was just talking about that too. She said she made a budget. She was like, this is hard.
It's hard.
Yeah.
It's hard. You know, I feel like I have been privileged in that, first of all, I've always worked at the grocery store, so it's not a chore that I have to do because I'm already there, you know? And secondly, pretty much if I want it from the grocery store, I buy it.
Yeah.
You know, if I want to try a new recipe and I have to buy a new seasoning or something like that, I am able to do that, and I'm very blessed to say that.
Yes.
So,
yes.
you know,
Same.
but by the way, if you don't have a lot of money to cook, there is Dollar Tree dinners on TikTok.
Ooh.
And there's Chef Mo. He's been doing dinner for $4 for $5.
Okay. I think he's come around my algorithm.
And he doesn't use a lot of, he'll make a whole dinner with no salt and pepper. It's the techniques he used to cook the ingredients.
Yes, I have seen that.
Yes. So follow him if you're looking for some budget-friendly meals.
So budget-friendly, do they add protein to them?
Sometimes,
I feel like a lot of them are pasta.
Yes, a lot will be pasta and rice.
Right?
Right.
That makes sense. Yeah.
Fills up your belly, right?
Yeah, exactly.
But I know wherever he lives, I'm pretty sure he's on the East Coast.
Okay.
They do not pay sales tax on their food.
Oh.
So if it's $1.25, it costs you $1.25.
Okay.
You know, in Illinois, we never know what the price is until we get up to the register. It's really annoying. I mean, we can kind of guess, but so he does do meat. He has done vegetarian ones, which obviously it's probably pasta or rice. But he does use fresh vegetables too, because, you know, he'll buy one little onion. He'll try to find the smallest onion he can, or the smallest tomato.
Bit of flavor, right?
Right. Yeah. So
I think we've learned to put so much into our food. And really, you don't have to put all that in there.
Yeah, and that's the other girl I follow, Lauren. She always does, let's make dinner using what we have at home.
Yes.
Because she was an overbuyer, which I'm guilty of too. Yeah, my pantry, I'm always like, I don't even know if I have spaghetti sauce in here.
All I have are ingredients.
Yes.
You know, it's like, come on.
So much stuff. So she started doing like a no-buy challenge is when I started following her. And she was just using the shit she had at home already, you know?
Yeah.
Because she was guilty of it too. Didn't take something out to thaw. So she'd just stop at the store and buy more chicken, even though she had 8 packets of chicken in the freezer, you know? So
excellent.
Yeah, she's a good one too.
That's the kind of TikTok I like.
Yeah.
But sometimes I get down the murder and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah, I like that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
And then it makes me feel lazy because sometimes I'm like, I don't want to cook.
But you know, that, like Lauren said, it doesn't always have to be a 5-star meal.
True.
You know, they had her husband's birthday and they had chicken left over. So she cut up the chicken, had some frozen green beans in there. She's gluten-free.
Okay.
So she does eat a lot of rice and she does gluten-free pasta. And then she just sauteed all that together with some sauce and put some rice in there, and they had a stir fry.
Perfect.
You know, and it took her 10 minutes to make it, you know? So
we are trying to cook Monday through Friday and then go out like on a Saturday night.
Yeah.
And I think that's helped our budget a lot.
Yeah.
Because, you know, I'd be coming home from the stores. If I was working late, I'd be like, anybody want Burger King?
Right.
I don't do that ever.
Right.
Now I have one cheat day on Sunday, but maybe I'll do a grilled cheese from Culver's or something like that. But Monday through Friday, we're cooking at home.
Yeah.
So I think we're spending a little more on groceries at the store, but I think in the long run, we're still saving.
Yeah. Because you think if you buy, you know, just even a pack of chicken, if it's only you and your husband, you're not using that whole pack of chicken. You can get 2 meals out of it. And really, I've cooked for me and Johnny 1 chicken breast.
Right.
Cut it up. It's enough for 2 people.
Oh, absolutely.
You know, especially my diabetes. You know, it's like I'm learning to eat less. You don't need to, you know, eat until you want to throw up.
I did that today. I came home hungry after being at a store. And you know how you're like eating as you're looking for something to eat? I did that today and I was like, why do I feel like I want to vomit?
Yeah.
It was not good.
Yeah, you know, I make a lot of meals too. Like the other day, I had my sister throw in a chuck roast in the crock pot with the birria taco sauce packets.
Amazing.
So then we've been eating tacos for like 3 days.
Absolutely.
You know,
Can
and
you
then
put
there's
on a
other
little salad too.
Oh
or
yeah,
something, right?
for sure. Yeah, I buy the carb balance tacos.
Oh yeah.
Like they have they have no carbs. It's because they have a shit ton of fiber in it.
Right.
Be aware.
Yeah,
Drink a lot of water when you eat them. Yeah. But one really does like fill you up. You know, I used to eat like 3-4 tacos on corn tortillas. You know, one of these, I'm like, oh my god, I'm so full.
Yeah, but you've also trained your body.
Yeah,
you know?
I don't know. I can still put some stuff away. You know.
I mean, can't. I think we all can.
And I do still love my grapes. I'm not really supposed to eat grapes, but I love them.
So
they're so good and crunchy and like quench your thirst.
Too much information, but I'm totally going to tell this. I am on a plum kick.
I love plums.
But I've learned that I can only have one a day, because if I have 2 a day, the next day when I have my coffee, it's a number 2 a day. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, boy.
I'm running to the bathroom in the morning. So I'm like,
mean,
oops, only 1 plum a day.
You know what prunes are, right?
Yeah.
Dried plums.
Yep,
You know, like, it's a lot
they're
of.
so delicious.
They're so good. They're so good.
And I hyper fixate like that.
Me too.
Like a couple months ago, it was every day I had an apple and peanut butter, apple and peanut butter. And then I did apple, peanut butter, and sugar-free chocolate chips. And I did that for like a month. And then I get sick of that. Now I'm on plums. It's been a plums, hyper fixation for a month. So I'm getting ready to that, going to be almost done. I'm like, what's next? I don't know.
You know what I've been eating?
Do most people do that?
I think so. Well, and I follow the fruit of the seasons. I try to. Plums are kind of a summery thing. Yeah. So they're readily available. They're on sale, so it's what I'm going to buy. Yeah, but I've always been a Honeycrisp lover, and now I'm into the Cosmic Crisp. Those ones are my favorite.
Are they like lighter pink?
No,
red?
They're a dark red. They
are
almost
a dark red.
Look like a Washington, which hate them. Hate Washington
There's
red
no
apples.
flavor in Washington.
They're mealy. Cosmic Crisp is like so crispy and juicy and delicious.
So cosmic.
But I eat that with a string cheese.
Perfect.
That's like my snack, I love so good.
Cheese.
I love cheese too. Anyways.
We just pause a moment for cheese.
Did we make everybody hungry? Hope you all have your snack on this episode.
Before I forget, do you know on TikTok there's the Cassandra effect?
Really?
I was like, excuse me, did she start a new podcast without me? But it wasn't
Absolutely
you.
not.
It wasn't you.
I'll be like, hey guys.
It's me, Cash.
You guys like to eat? I like to eat.
Who didn't throw up today because they ate too much?
What'd you guys have for dinner today? Tell me. I want to know.
You know what? People would listen and they would love it.
Probably.
Your YouTube channel would just blow up.
What the hell?
All right, so I guess we can get to what we're going to talk about. I changed this up on you, okay? So 5 years. What's going to be happening in 5 years?
With retail. So here's a couple big ones. AI will become the customer's personal shopper. Now, I kind of feel like we're getting there already. So it says instead of a customer going to Google, visiting 5 websites, comparing products, it's just basically they're going to say, I need dinner for 6 people. I have $75. Find everything I need. That's insane. But it just goes to show how tired people are being moms, working, being dads, working, having a family, making dinner every day. It's so funny to me. I mean, it's not funny. It hurts my soul. But, people make jokes about it. Like, why do I have to feed them every day?
Yeah.
Like, it is like the worst.
Yeah. I think I saw another meme that says, I don't mind making dinner, but every day.
Every day?
Yeah. It's cute.
Like, I love making Thanksgiving dinner. Can't I just do that dinner?
Oh, my gosh.
The rest of the time, you're on your own.
I just posted that on Anxiety. I'm like, sorry if I sound fat and stuff, but I'm totally missing Thanksgiving.
I love
Sometimes
Thanksgiving
I just
dinner.
love the, I just want it.
Yeah.
So Deloitte.com, I think, says that nearly 68% of retail executives expect to deploy agentic AI. Agentic AI?
Agentic?
For key activities within 12 to 24 months, and estimates suggested AI agents could influence 25% of global e-commerce sales by 2030. So I wanted to talk about this because I want to listen back on this episode in a few years and see where we're at and how it's going.
In our phone.
Yeah, no kidding. I'll add it to our calendar.
Yeah.
And we're going to come back to this.
Yeah.
So.
And that's insane. Okay. Because I don't know. I always go to the dark side of things, right? So.
It's a good thing, though, to do that.
Yeah. I don't know. Because then I just get depressed.
But we're in the business, though, so we need to know,
I know.
right?
We need to know. Because, okay, so, we've had where they got the bird flu. Yeah. So now AI isn't even going to, offer you chicken. Yeah. It's not even going to be an option. Or is it, and you're going to pay more for it, and they're going to offer you what they know you will pay. Yeah. You know what I mean? Yep. Kind of.
And then are we all going to be buying the same stuff? Will AI create some kind of trend?
Right.
Or will companies pay AI to say, hey, we need to sell more of. Yeah.
Oh, absolutely. Mm-hmm. I mean, we already know that our data is priceless to companies, right? What ads and videos we pause on, the purchases we make on Amazon or whatever, absolutely.
And the geo-tracking and all that.
Oh,
I
yeah.
tell you, every single time I walk into one of our stores that we work at, I will get ads, text messages. Oh, it's about that time for blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
Now I'm even getting Buona beef text messages.
Oh, really?
Or something. And it's when I pass one.
Yeah.
There's one on Highway 50. I pass it and be like, oh, is it time? No, it's not time.
And we drive so much.
Yeah.
Like, how do you avoid that? People are worried about the flock cameras that are going up everywhere, which I said so long ago, Gilmer Road has had them. And I asked my mom, why is there cameras on every light? I don't know. Semis used to take that route. Now they're not supposed to. Maybe they're watching for that. It was flock cameras 8 years ago, you know?
Yeah.
And now they are everywhere. And that's just collecting where we're going constantly, too. People are worried about those. What about your phone?
Yeah.
Your phone. I mean, we can't live without our phones now. I'm about ready to go back to a landline. Ain't nobody get a hold of me.
Yeah.
I
swear I will think about something and it
shows
comes up on my algorithm.
Absolutely.
How?
I don't know.
It's creepy. It happened today. As a matter of fact, I was thinking about something in my car on the way to the store today. Gosh, I wish I could remember what subject it was. And then I got a spam text message about it. I was like, did I say something out loud? Was it a commercial? Was it because I was listening to Dateline? So I was like, maybe it was something that came up.
Yeah.
And it was wild to me.
You know what I laugh about is how I talk to other drivers on the road and what does my phone think about me?
Yeah, right.
But then I will, like, if I have a bad day driving and I'm like, what the hell is going on? Why is everybody slamming on their brakes? And then I go home, I get home, I put on my pajamas, I sit down, I turn on my TikTok, and it'll be like dash cam videos.
Oh, jeez.
And I'm like, what is happening? What is happening?
Okay, so I do not sing.
No.
Except for in my car.
Oh, okay.
All right. So I always picture people, Big Brother watching us, and they're like, guys, come on, come listen. She's singing
your
again.
Your FBI agent, your CIA
listen
agent watching
to this
you.
bitch singing.
I can't even imagine the genres of music that I listen to.
Yeah.
They're like, what is she?
I was busting out Genesis earlier. But like yesterday, it was probably Prof.
Yeah.
The day before, maybe Def Leppard. I don't know. I'm all over the place.
Yeah.
All over the place.
That's I don't let Johnny on my Spotify. He messes it all
up.
Oh
yeah.
Yeah. Because we definitely do not listen to the same music.
No, Steve and I either. Yeah.
And even my sister's boyfriend was like, well, why don't you let him turn something on? Because I take the radio on Friday nights when we have drinks in the garage. And I go, because he listens to the same 65 songs over and over again, and I'm sick of it.
You get in Steve's car, he's got Elvis, Alt Nation, Dave Matthews, Dateline, Dr. whatever. He listens to the Doctors, I think it's called. Then he's got his stocks. It's all so random. I can't even imagine them listening to him. Like, are we doing business today?
Like this.
Are we doing Elvis? Are we doing...
Oh, Elvis. I like Elvis.
So the implication for retail is that for this first one, the customer may not even visit a retailer's website anymore because they're just asking some sort of AI platform. And then the battle for the customer could move from the store shelf to AI's recommendation, like you mentioned. So that's what it's saying.
I feel like, remember Amazon opened the grocery stores where you walk in?
Yeah, they're no longer anymore.
No? There's none?
I don't think so.
See, I really did not know which way that was going to go because you just put it in the cart.
I feel like
you walk out and it charges your Amazon account.
Right. Because I remember doing research on it a few years ago for the other place I worked at.
Yeah.
I actually had to go shopping at Amazon and show how it all worked and how you paid and everything. But the two that I visited around here are closed.
Are they?
Yeah.
I never got to go to one. I kind of wanted to.
So the whole cart was interactive.
Yeah.
Like, let's just say a box of Ritz crackers, as you were putting it in, it could read all sides of the box and what it looked like. I mean, it was a fantastic thing. But I think it came up before its time, to tell you the truth.
And
I think it's frustrating for people.
What was the grocery delivery business? Peapod, Green Peapod.
Before
We've
its
talked
time.
about that. Yeah.
Yep.
That was just
it's too early.
Great idea. No one was on board yet.
So if Amazon grocers closed, they were before their time, I feel, especially with what we're talking about today.
Yeah. Well,
maybe they're still
I
around,
really
but
think,
not here.
I mean, people already, they'll order their groceries on Amazon, paper products, cleaning products, not fruits and vegetables. I don't know. Maybe you can, but any dry goods, canned goods, anything like that, it's like, It's like having a big box store membership kind of thing, but not having to go to the store.
Yeah, exactly. So here's another one. It says, number 2 says, stores will become less about shopping and more about experiences. I feel like we're close.
Yeah.
Because we use and I also find myself saying this, we need a chicken destination. We need a dip destination. Like, it's like a destination for the customer. It's an experience for the customer.
Yeah.
And one of the decks I just wrote a couple weeks ago was the customer experience. So it's already happening. So this is from, is it going to tell us where? Deloitte again.
And then people say, where's the hummus? And they're in the cheese department. You know what I mean? By the cream cheese, the shredded cheese. And I'm like, that's over by deli.
Yes, right.
You know, so
in the stores we work at, I'm not sure where it is.
I feel
I think it always is
most
in deli.
times it's near the deli. You know, it's like a deli.
The one that confuses people that I have found is salsa. So sometimes there's salsa in the deli, sometimes it's in produce.
Like pico de gallo
Maybe,
salsa.
Yeah.
Or just fresh salsa,
Right.
not a jar of salsa, obviously.
Not a jar, right, because that's in groceries. So you have 3 or 4 spots that you can find salsa in a store.
Yeah.
So, and me, if it was on the list, I'd still walk out with it. I'd forget.
Yeah.
But okay, so more about experiences. So, and it says to think of like food demonstrations.
Which they've been doing that for a long time.
Long time. Services, beauty experiences. That's like Sephora maybe, or
I'm
Macy's
confused.
maybe. Personal styling.
Get out of here.
Events, we're there. Restaurants inside of there is down in Texas. No, you don't know about the restaurants? In the city.
In the city,
There's a place, there are stores down in Texas that have restaurants inside of the grocery stores. I had to do research on that as well.
Okay.
You can walk in and order your hamburger, go shopping and come back.
I just want an H-E-B. Those are in Texas grocery stores.
Not anywhere near where we work, though, because we don't want the impact of that. They can be they need to be a few miles away from where we work.
I would probably just go work for H-E-B.
Oh, no. Our boss listens.
They make homemade tortillas.
Oh, my gosh. We need to start doing that by us then.
Yeah.
Do what the competition does.
Yes.
Classes. I think classes would be fun, and I think they do that. You know what would be fun? Wine tastings.
Well, yeah, of course.
Okay.
But and then you got to Uber back and forth to the store, and you're like, I left a bag of groceries because it's like, I get it. Serving some alcohol while they're shopping. There's a few places that do that, but do we really need to do that?
There's so many places. It's almost like, do we need another gambling section?
Right.
Product testing. Community events, done. Entertainment, done. Maybe we're very fortunate to work at a place that does have live music and entertainment and stuff.
Yeah.
Pickup and returns, done. I feel like Whole Foods does Amazon pickup and returns.
Yes.
And then just things that you simply can't get from a screen, which we already have screens in the stores too.
Well,
so.
I feel like that's a big thing. Like grandma complains because a lot of the fabric shops closed, right?
Yeah.
And how are you supposed to buy fabric online?
Right.
You can't touch it.
No.
You can't, it says it's 100% cotton, but what kind of cotton? Is it more linen cotton or is it like fleece cotton? Like she gets so mad about that. So it's crazy to me that we've gone so far with ordering online that now we want more experiences in the store.
Right.
Right. Sampling and this and that.
Are we just spoiled? Like we're just a spoiled world, right?
Absolutely.
Entertain me and then entertain me.
Yeah.
Right? Is that what it is? We want to be entertained.
Yeah. Always.
Yeah.
I can't even watch TV without going on my phone.
Oh, we're terrible. So we have Murder Sunday. Steve and I relax after the weekend and we watch Murder.
Yeah.
But you know what? Most of the time I'll look over and we're both like, I'm usually looking up the case. He's usually on YouTube playing it real loud so I can't hear who murdered who. Or he's napping.
Oh, me and Jenny
bed.
always laugh because I'm like, I'm so glad we could all gather here today to be on our phones together. Enjoy your meal.
That's awesome.
The kids come over for dinner, like, yeah, let's get together and do dinner. We're all just like, mew on our phones. Look at this funny video.
Number 3 is retail employees will work with AI. So AI replaces retail employees? Absolutely not. one employee can do the work that used to require several people.
We're going down this road again.
There we go. Imagine a department employee having an AI assistant that knows today's sales, inventory, out of stocks, upcoming promotions, labor schedules, deliveries, customer questions. How would AI know customer questions? Vendor information, shrink, expiration dates, order needs. Don't they have that now?
Listen, you know how they know customer questions? Because they're reading what people ask Google.
True.
Does this store have this?
Yeah.
How much is this?
Yeah.
What's
so
in this?
When people search, what if their picture comes up? So when they walk into your store, you can say, "Oh, you were Googling. Come on this way."
Ew.
The cotton candy grapes are over here. That would be freaky, wouldn't it? That would be freaky.
You guys, I don't like it.
Or they walk in, here's the 5 things that you were looking at for that recipe that you wanted on Google.
I don't like that. I don't like it.
So this one says the shelf itself is going to get smarter. Again, I think we're getting there already with digital tags and stuff, right?
Yeah.
They'll know. And I almost feel like, is it Woodman's over here? I've only ever been there once. They have the machine that goes and lets you know what's low.
The robot
they scan
scanner.
The robot scanner.
Yeah.
So it'll let you know if something's running low, hasn't sold, if it's misplaced, if it's expiring would be nice.
That would be nice.
Because you just went through
I'm
whole
tired of
store.
crawling on the floor to the back of the shelf.
A big one would be if a promotion isn't being executed correctly, because right now teams need us to go look and see if there's tags up or that something's on sale, and then it kind of goes through the chain. So that'd be nice. Inventory doesn't match the system.
Okay, so this all sounds great on paper, but like we'll say something is expiring. Somebody, as of right now, has to scan that item and say, I have 6 of these. This is when it expires. So it can tell you, hey, those 6, go find 6. They haven't sold. They're expiring, right? So it's like, I feel like AI can't take over that much because you still need a human
to go remove it from the shelf.
Moving these things, doing these things, inputting the information.
Yep. Even in a warehouse.
I feel like we're farther away from it than hopefully.
Let's hope. I'm going to go with one more.
Okay.
How about inventory will become much more predictive?
Why is it not already?
Well, it gives... this one I did read. I don't usually read ahead, but I did read this one. Like, we already know what people are going to need, meaning, and I think our favorite store director would like this, because systems can increase if historical sales, weather would be a big one, right? He was always a weather watcher.
He was a weather watcher.
There's a big storm coming. Milk, eggs, bread,
Get
cheese,
the umbrellas out by the front door.
Yes, exactly. He was really good at that. Obviously, holidays.
Yeah.
Local events. Like, for example, we have Country Thunder.
Yes.
They always stop at where we used to work.
Yes.
And, so then it could be like, hey, this is the weekend that it's happening.
We need a whole pallet of Miller Lite.
That's right. That's right. Promotions, pricing, demographics.
But I feel like this is old information.
Yeah. Real-time demand and supply disruptions.
I feel like we already do this. We have forecasting.
Right. I think it's maybe thinking just in one where it just sends you an alert. Okay, so here's an example. I don't have my phone with. Just looking at the camera. Here's an example. AccuWeather, my weather app, will send me, hey, in 1 hour a storm is coming.
Yeah.
So are there trucks on the line?
Right.
Because AccuWeather sends them and says, hey, they're going to need bread and milk over there. Send your truck out. And all of a sudden a truck shows up because you got weather coming in an hour.
And
I can't imagine.
It's so weird to me because how many times have we said, who doesn't want to be a weatherman? They get it wrong 80% of the half the time. They still get paid for it. So I just feel like that's kind of not.
Yeah, we're reaching. That's why 5, 10, 25, 35 years.
I feel like we had that shit already.
Yeah.
You know, if anybody at work knows Power BI.
Yeah.
I've used that at a couple jobs now.
Yeah.
And it would show you last year's sales,
trends
2 years ago, 5 years ago, 10 years ago, we're already there. Like, how is AI going to take that over even more? I don't know. Whatever.
Yeah.
Well, don't mark my words because I'm sure it'll happen.
So we're going to put this in the calendar. So there's actually like 10 more. So we're gonna do it next week.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we'll do a part 2.
Okay,
on
perfect.
Because there's a few more things. This is very interesting. So.
Okay, yeah. I want to talk more shit.
What's not going to happen? Because we need jobs in stores.
We need jobs in stores. If all the stores close,
or
we're screwed.
we just need jobs because we have bills because we don't budget.
Yeah. I don't want to talk about budgeting anymore. Okay.
Talk to you next
all right,
time.
Bye, guys.
Bye.